Hello, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Breaks Originals. And for tonight's episode, it will be featuring a tutorial on Lego Custom Archaeornithomimus.
So guys, with the recent bison long custom that I made, I realized that, hey, I don't have a video for my Archaeornithomimus. So I figured since I have two of those of mine, I wanted to make a redo of them and put it on my channel. So here is the previous one that I have. So here's a photo of it, and here's what I've done so far to make changes to it. So you can see that the previous one doesn't really have a really good sculpted head to it. So I figured I put a head to it and then make the neck much more in keeping with most ornithomimids. Also the legs, I have to make it much more in keeping with that particular species as well. So we're going to make some more changes to this one. Take off the teeth, of course, because they are technically toothless birds. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. And here are the Archaeornithomimuses after it has been sculpted. You can see that we've made some modifications to the neck so it looks much more accurate, as well as that of the legs, and then of course the head. It has a more triangular and beak-like appearance to it compared to the rounded sculpt from before. So yeah, let's now continue on making this one. So here's our Archaeornithomimus, and as we made some changes to this one, I also added a variant that has some feathers on it, and yeah, so it's now ready for us to paint, and let's do that. And here's our Struchomimus so far. Now it's time for us to do some painting. Alright, so we have our Archaeornithomimus already base coated over here, or primered. It's now ready for us to do some painting. So we'll be using some brushes, of course. Sorry about that. Some acrylics and of course some water. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to somehow base coat this with a primer, and then we have this mixture of unbleached titanium, some greens and some oranges, and we're just going to paint this, well, technically over the figure, so that it just has that what do you call that, an overall color on it, so that the rest of those unpainted with white would be covered anyway. So yeah. And since we're doing a male-female variant, the other one would be a will have a different shade of color, although very similar in shade. So this is just a darker version of what we had on earlier. It's more like an olive green color to it, and this will be painted on the sections of the thighs and legs, and also some parts of the body and the arms as well. Like so.
Before we continue, here are the winners of Guess the Species contest. Gavin Kiel Tarasina, Victor Gabriel, Margo 07, Itabinator, Eligio Correa, Swollen Head of Dragon, Caleb Zachary, Start 481, Faceless Dinosaur, and Zaid Morocco. And here are the top 10.
Top 10.
Rex in the house.
Top
I
9.
don't wanna be here.
Top 8.
Pepjin Vermeulen,
Top 7.
Ayutthaya Canal,
Top 6.
Alton Todd,
Top 5.
Dinosaurian, Ui 2,
Top 4.
Prehistoric Special,
Top 3.
Gabriel Elkins,
Top 2.
Emperor of Toons and Beasts, and Prehistoric
Top
Life.
1.
Congratulations, everyone. And for those of you who want such so easy, just type Extinct Breaks and then go to the community link for you to see our latest post.
So now for some colors. So this is a mixture of some orange and yellow ochre, and also we added in some white to it so that it's not very dark. And we're going to paint this on the back portion of the Archaeornithomimus. So I really love how the colors are, really contrasting with the greens earlier on. But let's not overdo it. So just the back portion of the creature. So the other one, the male or the other counterpart, I don't know if it's a male or female, but we'll decide on later. Would have a more orange appeal to it compared to the less colorful female. And now for more colors. So this is just a mixture of magenta and some of the orange we had on earlier, and we're going to paint this on, well, technically we're just copying in what the Archaeornithomimus figure, or creature in Jurassic World Evolution is. And this is a female one, and it has some red details on its face running down the neck, like so. This is also seen in the arms of the creature, so we're just going to paint that as well, and also parts of the legs. I guess here. Now for some darker colors. So we have here a mixture of black and some green, and we're just going to create lines and also dark spaces on the figure, just like how it is in the actual Jurassic World Evolution Archaeornithomimus. I'm being careful regarding putting in some lines, but actually you don't need to be perfect on this because the lines are actually blurred spots on the actual dinosaur. So it's okay for you to make mistakes. The underside of the tail is likewise darker, so we're going to do that here. And then we're going to create negative spaces here, creating stripes for the orange colors. I'm just going to do this towards the back. Alright, so we'll be needing to add on the details now, and we'll be using different colors of different shades to fill in, the details of the Archaeornithomimus, such as this one. So this is a mixture of the black earlier that we used here, and we made it a bit lighter just so we can have a color that will be close enough to create those, what do you call those stripes on the legs of the Archaeornithomimus. We're also going to line this on the on several areas of the harsh lines over here, just to create a soft gradient within those particular details. Like so. Makes it more organic. Okay, so now we will need to place in the details on our figures, such as putting in the scales on the legs, and also putting in colors on the nails, color on the eyes, etc. And I guess that's it for our tutorial video on our Archaeornithomimus. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's now move on to the next portion of the video.